Hometown Murder Tour is a true crime podcast for entertainment purposes only, assuming you find us entertaining.
That being said, stories of violence, sexual assault, and other criminal acts will be discussed using adult language. Consider this your warning.
Hey, Sarah.
Hello, Amy.
We're back.
We are. Like,
Consecutively. Almost didn't happen.
Nope,
We almost fucked it up
Yeah.
before we even got started.
Well, and by we.
Me.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But we didn't.
We didn't.
Assuming
We're
this
here.
all happens and gets
I
recorded
mean, if
on
this is recording.
edited on time.
It is
I mean, we
Tuesday.
do-
It's probably the latest we've ever done this.
Yes.
For a release.
And we do a lot of editing. I mean,
Tons.
you know, based on the quality, our sound quality.
Yeah. Can you hear the turtle dove?
Yes. So we're outside again.
Is that what they're called? Turtle doves?
I
Did I make that
I
up?
don't know.
Pigeon?
A partridge and a pear tree that she has
Well,
right out here.
Yep. The leaping lizards are
7
coming next.
swans a swimming right over there. 12 mowers mowing.
Yeah,
in
so
the back
pardon,
corner.
that was a good segue because
Uh-huh.
there is a mower back there.
There is.
Just as we sat down, we're like, really? Gonna mow now?
So
Cool.
there's some construction also
Yep.
that
there was-
may or may not pop back up again.
Yep. We got birds.
We've got birds, construction, mowers, kids on bikes.
It's got everything.
Yes. We have, I don't know,
The air conditioner.
the air conditioner's going.
So we're sitting outside because we're being socially distant. If you
Which
were
is
wondering.
the responsible thing to do.
That's right.
So those of you who are listening, we hope that you're being safe and
Yes.
responsible. Most states, I know our state, are we completely open or is that happening
As
next
of
week?
today.
Today. Even
Is
though
today Tuesday? Yeah.
we are one of the states that we're seeing triple digit increases.
And we're wide open.
Yet we are wide.
Now, cities
All the
are
way
choosing
open.
to do.
Yeah.
Technically, Springfield is doing like phase. Are we phase 3 or
I
phase
can't
4?
I can't keep up. Phase whatever, which
Yeah.
is pretty open
Yes.
from what I understand.
Haven't gone anywhere to been in anywhere really.
No, I
Still do grocery
I had to
pickup.
go to the bank today,
Yeah.
like through the drive-through,
Yeah.
and it just seemed really busy, just parking lots and traffic and all that. I just be safe, people.
Yep.
Just because you're over it doesn't
Mean
mean it's over. So
We need t-shirts.
we need t-shirts.
That's our next t-shirt.
COVID-19.
Yeah.
Just because you're over it
Doesn't mean it's over.
So yeah, speaking of shirts, did
Oh.
we have stickers at one point we were gonna do?
Oh yeah, we did talk about that. Who
So-
wants stickers?
Say, well, anybody?
Anyone
Would you buy stickers from us?
in the back?
Maybe. We might look into that.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I don't have anything to do.
I mean, it's fine. So
I
maybe
mean,
stickers.
I
at some
don't want
point.
to admit this, so that it's all between just you and me.
Yeah.
I'm bored.
You're bored?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna be bored?
Mm-hmm. Sorry.
I listen. It's okay.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I'm a little bored.
I.
That
would-
does not mean family and friends send me projects to do. Because I don't want to.
Yes, send you.
Don't send.
Is that what
me.
you're saying?
No, I'm saying don't do that.
Oh, got it. She's working on stickers right now.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
will take up some time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's merch.
Merch conversation.
What else?
I don't know how to do these.
I don't
The
know.
regular ones.
We haven't done a real one.
think
Well,
the last
obviously
time-
we're not driving anywhere.
No, we're not. Which is kind of that's like our whole point is we drive around.
Yes.
So you're just gonna have to fucking
Pretend.
deal with it, you guys.
Yeah.
It's this or nothing.
That's right. So either take it or leave it.
That's right.
No, stay.
But also thanks for listening.
Yes.
We're glad you're here. We love you.
We do love you.
miss doing this.
We do.
And we know you've missed us. I mean,
Terribly.
come on.
Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't?
This witty banter.
This such good banter.
Yep.
What you drinking?
Oh, Well, since we're not driving,
Yeah. We're getting fucked up.
yeah, we are. Party.
Yeah.
I am drinking a beer called Tangerine Express. It's a hazy IPA.
Ooh, okay.
It's nice. It has it's pale ale, obviously, with tangerine and pineapple.
Wow.
From the Stone Brewery, which I believe is in Virginia.
Shout out to Virginia.
Did I?
Is it Virginia? Hold on. I mean, shout out to Virginia anyway.
Brewed
What the
and
hell?
bottle in Stone Brewing. Oh. California and Virginia.
Okay.
So
to both of you, California and Virginia, thanks for the, what is it, Tangerine
Express.
Nice.
Scary skull on
Yeah, it has a cool logo or label.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking a good old-fashioned Mexican beer, Pacifico.
I thought you were going to say Corona.
No. Actually, Corona's my least favorite of the Mexican beers.
I love Pacifico. I love also Modelo.
Yes. Modelo
Chips and
Especial
salsa.
with a lime in it.
I'm glad you talked over me.
What, did you just say chips and salsa?
Something like that.
Chips and
I'm already
salsa. She's
fucked up
wasted.
from my 3 sips of beer.
Yeah. So we're just having some beer outside. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
And there's
Summertime.
no unrest or diseases out there.
It's super chill out there.
Over it. Anyway, just wear a mask, okay?
Yeah.
Please be safe.
Be respectful of other people. It's not about you.
Be-
Jesus. Did your parents not teach you anything?
Hi again.
Hi.
Sorry.
We're glad you're here.
We're glad you're here.
Okay, let's
do this.
Did you have a review?
I do have a review pulled
Okay.
up. So, and by pulled up,
You
ish.
mean it's somewhere in
Almost
your phone?
have it. So this was an iPhone review.
An iPhone?
Sorry,
It's on your
it's
iPhone.
on my iPhone. Therefore, Jesus.
Promo code
I promo code.
HMT. Get a free iPhone.
I like how I said it. I was just. This is an iPhone review. I knew exactly.
We
Shit.
do know.
This is an iTunes, or I don't even think that's a thing anymore. Apple Podcast review.
I don't know.
Anyway, somebody
It's that
with an
purple
Apple,
app.
the purple app on an iPhone. They listened and they left a review. This is from February, so it's been.
we're very timely.
We're very timely. Well, we tried to do. I think the last time we did a Podbean, we tried to share
Mix
the
it
load
up.
a little bit. So
Because there's so many.
there are so many. Anyway, this is from February from a Deb H. Right here in Springfield.
Oh, what up, Debbie?
Woo, woo. Deb H. This is a 5-star
Yeah, it is.
review. I mean,
We don't
of course
read
it
anything
is.
else.
We do actually.
We did. We
We
read
did.
that one shitty one. We don't forget.
And agreed with it. 100%.
Completely.
They were I think they were just I think it's fine. They're so unorganized. And that was the episode where we were super unorganized.
No shit.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Okay, sorry. Deb H. 5 stars, says, entertaining podcast. She says, I only found out about this podcast a month ago and have been listening to old and new episodes. I love the banter between Amy and Sarah.
It's
Witty
banter.
super witty.
We like to say.
She says, you can tell they're genuine friends. I'm a former co-worker of Sarah, so it's good to hear a friendly voice.
Oh, now I know who it is.
Do you know who it is?
Now I do.
Nice.
Yes. Oh, hi, Dad.
I also live in Springfield, so I love knowing the places they talk about and remember most of the crimes. To be honest, the WTAFs aren't my favorite episodes, but I do enjoy them as well. And yes, Amy, I do find you both entertaining.
Oh, well.
Thanks, Deb.
Man, you didn't have to tell her that. She has a big enough head.
It was probably after I had a really shitty WTAF. And
Like last week?
all
Or the week before?
Every week.
I'm just kidding.
Every single time.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much,
Thanks, Deb.
I hope you're doing well, because she retired, so she's living the life.
Living her best life.
That's right.
So she has all the time to just go back
Yes.
and listen and binge and re-listen to all of our episodes.
No, she should probably be doing our research for us.
Hey, Deb.
Hey.
Sarah's gonna shoot you a message at some point with some murders.
research.
We need you to pop on the internet and get us some stuff going.
Hey, you don't
Thanks,
have anything
appreciate
better
it.
to do.
Yeah, come on. What are you doing? Nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
So thanks. Reminder: please leave us a review
Yes.
on your iPhone,
Or whatever you have.
Podbean, I don't know, whatever.
Email us. 417hmt@gmail.com.
Twitter
Twitter us.
at Murder Tour. We
Yes.
can read Twitter reviews as well.
Sure.
Sure. Let's
All
do
of
this.
it.
All of it.
Instagram.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
And other things.
And other
MySpace,
Yes. Loved my
LinkedIn, Tinder. Okay.
I don't know. TikTok.
Yeah, we've got a TikTok out there.
We don't.
We don't actually, but
I put my foot down.
I don't know
I'm
how.
too old.
I don't
I
know
don't get
what
it.
it does.
No.
Anyway, leave us a review.
The end.
The end.
Is this-
Podcast over.
Okay.
Let's do this. So
Okay.
we're going to a different town.
We are in a different town now.
Yep.
We just
all of us.
transported.
Everybody, close your eyes.
Yep.
We're
close
gonna.
your eyes.
And
There.
here we are.
Okay. We are now in Joplin, Missouri.
That's right.
Okay, so Joplin, Missouri is about. I mean, I did look up info, but I looked
like
up
an
how far.
hour?
An hour, 50 miles maybe
Yeah,
away.
about an hour from Springfield.
West of us. It's almost on the border of Oklahoma and Missouri.
Yes.
Because all the people go to the casinos there.
Sure do.
Downstream. Don't know any of the other ones.
Nope.
Because I don't go. But that's where the casinos are, Oklahoma. We don't have them here.
We do
Because
not.
it's the devil's work.
That's right. This is Assembly of God country.
That's right. So, casinos be damned.
That's right.
All right, so Joplin, I don't know why it says this, officially known as the city of Joplin. I mean,
Okay.
okay, cool.
Good for you, Joplin.
Yeah, you're so fancy. Okay, it's in Jasper and Newton County. So not
Damn.
often do you have one city in two counties.
It's like Minneapolis, St. Paul kind of shit.
I mean,
Basically.
same.
Yep.
Okay, so we said southwestern corner of Missouri.
Yes.
Most of it is in Jasper. Why don't you turn your fucking phone
Sorry,
off?
Jesus, shit.
Unless it's emergency. It is the 12th most populous city in the state as of 2010, which is 10 years ago. I'm sure it's boomed, but they had roughly 50,000 people.
Okay.
I don't think you care about the square miles, but it's on the outer edge of
I
the
actually
Ozark
care
Mountains.
about that.
Okay, then it's 35.69 square miles.
Okay, really? 35.69?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking it was 30.2.
Right. Right.
But
No,
it shows what I
just
know.
Up it up a
Right.
little bit.
Got it. Thanks for that.
And Joplin is the main hub of the three-county Joplin. Now, if you read this, you're going to think it says Miami. But if you're from the area, everyone knows it's pronounced Miami.
Miami, because...
That's the Indian name.
Yes.
That's how it's actually pronounced.
Right.
So Florida did it wrong. So it is
Hey,
the...
Florida.
What up? Three-county Joplin, Miami, Missouri, Oklahoma metro area, which is actually home to 210,000 people.
Okay.
So, cool. All right, so just a couple of things of notoriety.
Yes.
So, first of all, if you've ever heard of the notorious criminals Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
So, they spent some weeks in Joplin where they robbed several area businesses and so forth. So,
Rich with history,
Yeah.
this state.
So, Bonnie and Clyde. And somewhere in my family, we have a rumor that someone in our family, like some lineage, is related to Bonnie.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
I have not traced that
You
down.
should figure that
I
out.
should, but I just like saying
Just
it.
say your great grandma was.
My grandmother.
Your grandmother.
It's my grandmother,
What?
Bernice.
It's amazing.
She actually...
She changed her name.
To Bonnie.
She didn't die. Faked her death.
Yep. At,
Heard it here first, folks.
Yep. And then probably, that was sad to their victims, but also even sadder in 2011.
Yes.
I still remember this. They had an
yeah.
EF5 tornado, and it just
Demolished.
demolished
Went right through the middle of town.
through the middle of town. Like, normally,
Those.
it seems like tornadoes
that size tornado rarely just pummels a town.
It'll be like the outskirts of the town or country or nope, right through the middle. Took out the hospital.
Oh yeah.
The high school was completely leveled. I mean,
unexpected, out of nowhere.
Yeah.
People were
It was really they were caught off guard, which
there's a documentary out about it that's really good.
So 161 people died. Either then or from injuries.
Right.
And it was actually the deadliest since 1947. So up until like basically modern age,
Right.
it's been the deadliest.
Yes.
Before then, before they had alerts and so forth,
Right.
there were some higher death
But it was
tolls.
national for sure.
Oh, it was huge.
Huge.
And Obama came.
Yeah.
And it was,
I remember seeing. I thought it was really cool. So if you're from Joplin, it's a little like props to you. But I remember the night it happened, like the day it happened after the tornado went through. The people of Joplin didn't waste any time. They got out, got on tractors, were hauling debris before any rescue got there, before FEMA showed up, before any of that. They just jumped in, and so it was really.
But it was just
devastating.
Terrifying.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think the image that just got me was the hospital.
Yes.
Because
you think that's safe. You always in your mind
think
just think
it.
that's
It was
okay.
like one side of it. Like I can picture it in my mind. It was like open and you could see like the hospital beds in
Yes.
there and stuff.
Curtains and all. Yeah.
And the crazy stories like hospital patients being found.
Yes. Awful.
Far away.
Yeah.
Yeah. Really scary. Because, I mean, I'm pretty sure in hospital protocols, they just put them in the hallway.
Yeah,
Patients.
you can't.
Get them
it's
all
not,
on the
you
bottom
can't,
floor.
And that quickly, without that
Nope.
notice, it's
Crazy.
scary.
So that is our hometown murder. Just kidding. The fucking tornado.
The tornado.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what they're famous for. Congratulations. But also some notable people are from Joplin as well.
Really?
I've never heard of this person, but I'm going to look him up now. His name was Tony Alamo, which sounds like a soap opera name or something.
Kind of does.
He was a religious evangelist and polygamist. And I don't know if you knew this, but I went through a phase of loving, I read books. I loved Big Love. I was obsessed with polygamy. Not participating, just
right. There's a couple
idea
houses. I'm not going to say where, but there's a...
Oh, right up here.
Oh,
Do you know which one I'm talking about?
I'm talking about the ones over... I'm confused on where we're at. On Cherokee.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Are you the same ones? I'm Cherokee
I've watched
back to back.
it for years. And the
look
fence,
exactly the same, and the way the fence
goes
goes up.
around all
yes!
of them. Yep.
Holy shit, we're thinking of the exact same place. That's awesome.
When they bought the house, it's been years, but when they bought the house and then they started doing the other house,
yes!
and then they put a fence around,
and
I'm like, Mike, I am telling you, that is a polygamy colony.
Yes.
Or family.
Whatever they're called.
Yeah.
Family. Yeah.
I know. Anyway, okay.
That's crazy.
Tony Alamo.
Okay.
It's the next name of my...
Let's make a beer.
Yes, the Tony Alamo. Billy Cook, hadn't heard of him. Maybe it's someone we can look into. He was a spree killer.
Oh, spree killer?
Uh-huh.
What?
Doesn't say serial killer, but a spree killer. So.
Okay.
Thanks, Wikipedia. Langston Hughes, the poet and writer, is
really?
from Joplin. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Some sports type people. A golfer, Hale Irwin. Don't know.
All right.
Thanks, Siri.
Thanks, Siri.
I'm sorry about that. Siri, you are not invited to this podcast. Some soccer team person, a baseball player, Tito Landrum, a NASCAR driver, Jamie McMurray.
So some folks. Joplin's got some people.
There are some people, but the last one is Grant Windstrom, former NFL defensive end, Super Bowl champion with the Rams.
Woot, woot.
Well, then he went on to become a superintendent of a local school district.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I didn't know he was from Joplin.
Now you do.
Now I do.
Now you know.
The end.
The end.
That's our podcast.
Yep. Okay, so that's Joplin. That's where we are right now.
Right now.
We just drove there. That's how long I talked.
That's 1 hour.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're doing a murder. It's not really a murder.
It's a death.
It's a death. But this
with
one...
an interesting twist.
Super interesting.
Yeah.
And those of you, if you keep up with this kind of thing around here, local-ish,
And it's super recent.
it's very recent, and it's kind of one of those, every month there'd be another article, or a few months would go by and they'd be like, oh shit, it's that case again. You know, it's very interesting. So do you want to, you kind of did the notes on this one, do you want to start it out?
Sure.
I mean, you did just talk a shitload, but
No, they
I can
might
let
be
you.
Well, all I would say, usually I start out talking about the victim.
Yeah.
And obituary, whatever. So our victim's name is Paul Barton, and he was 71, and there's literally
Nothing out there
about him. But the more you look into it, you figure out why.
Yeah. But we do want to pay our respects to Paul Barton.
I'm very sorry, Paul.
Because it isn't great.
It's not great.
Like what's going on with Mr. Barton here.
No.
So, yeah. So I guess the main thing, it was November of 2019, right? When this all sort of came about. When it
came to
broke.
light.
Yes.
As they say.
As they say. Do you want me to just jump in then?
Yeah.
All right. Sorry, I'm doing this on my phone, so it's a bit.
All
right.
Told you not to.
You did. All right. It says, this was November of 2019. A Joplin woman is facing a felony charge after authorities say she kept her husband's body in a freezer in her bedroom for almost a year.
Pause.
Yep. Bedroom. Freezer.
One thing, it's one thing to have it out in the garage, like your beer fridge, or where you keep your
do you watch Dead to Me?
Slaughtered pig or whatever.
Have you watched Dead to Me on Netflix?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Dead to Me.
Right.
Oh, did we just ruin it? Sorry.
We didn't say anything. Just like freezer.
True.
In the garage.
Except he's in there.
Now he ruined it.
Spoiler alert. Yeah, so, okay, go ahead.
Anyway.
Bedroom.
Freezer in her bedroom with her husband's body for about a year.
Yep.
Okay? Barbara Waters. So, like, not the... Whatever. 67.
Not Barbara Walter.
Right. I know. It took me a minute. Like,
Yep.
I had to... Yeah. Barbara Waters, 67, was charged Wednesday. This is back in
November.
2019. With abandonment of a corpse after police say they found the man's body this week. According to a probable cause statement, Joplin police released information this week that Waters' husband, Paul Barton, had died on December 30th, 2018, so the previous year, and that Waters has been keeping the body in a freezer. Police got a search warrant for Waters' home in the, I guess we can say that, right?
Sure,
it was in the paper,
papers.
2600 block of South Vermont Avenue. I mean, we're driving by that right now.
Right. There
oh
it
my
is.
gosh, there it
It's
is.
not a
Look at
great
it. It looks.
neighborhood.
Look at this house.
There's a freezer in the front lawn.
Look, there's a.
Just kidding. We'll
next
circle
to a
back
bed.
to that.
Yeah, we will. Says here, the statement says police entered the home where they found a body believed to be Barton in a freezer in Waters' bedroom. I can't get over that.
Nope, me neither.
Authorities say.
First of all,
right.
I don't think a freezer would fit through our bedroom doors.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture. I mean, they make those miniature ones, but I don't think he would fit in that. Unless he's just all curled up. Sorry. Anyway. Okay. It says... Authorities say the coroner had no record of Barton dying. A cause of death has not been released, but police say an autopsy would be conducted. So yeah, there's this dead body. They find him. No record of this man ever dying at all. The Joplin Police Department asked for the public's help tracking down Waters. She was not there when police executed the search warrant. So I remember when that kind of first came out, it was like...
Oh, it was
so
either you sent me the link or I sent you the link. I'm like, oh my god.
Body in the
Body
freezer.
in the freezer.
She's not there. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Authorities say Waters might be driving a white sedan with the license plate, yada yada. Anyone with information on her whereabouts is asked to call the Joplin Police Department or dial 911. It says the statement says police believe Waters is a threat to the community because a witness reported that she has threatened to kill police and even pointed a gun at officers through a door when they tried to contact her last week. The statement also says Waters is known to carry firearms and has mental disorders.
Fuck yeah, she does.
You think?
Yeah.
And she has a
This
dead body in
lady
her bedroom. In her bedroom where she
needs
sleeps. She
some
goes to
help.
bed every night
For a year.
with a body in there.
Her
and,
husband.
lays her head on a pillow and
Night,
just
night.
sleeps.
Paul.
Just goes to sleep. Yeah.
Okay.
So that was like the initial, what the hell?
Yeah,
this is what
how
came
it
out.
came into the news.
Yeah.
All right. So, kind of, this was her reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, supposedly, I guess is it still? No, not still supposedly, is it? Anyway, so she denied him medical care.
I mean, I
as
feel
he
like it's-
battled
yeah.
dementia. Dementia. No, you have dementia. No, I'm talking to myself. Sorry. And I
No,
can't
you
read.
have dementia.
No, you do.
Shit.
Let me rewind.
Do over.
She was denying him medical care. Start over.
And hi, I'm
Hi.
Amy.
I'm Sarah.
Well, we have a no, we're not. Okay.
He battled terminal illness and blocked police and social workers from entering the home, fearing a doctor would take his brain for research.
All right.
So,
Yeah.
clue number 1.
Yep.
Okay. She told police her husband had Lou Gehrig's disease, also known as ALS. Waters has unspecified mental disorders. So, let's see what else.
So
There was no evidence that actually support her concerns that the department was helping a doctor who she suspected wanted the brain of her husband.
dear God. Right.
And this is where I just start having a little, compassion for her because she's not okay.
No, she's not okay. The whole situation, you have this poor man who needs care and is not getting it. She needs care.
Yep. And then she's in charge of the man who needs the care.
Right.
Yeah, it's all
not,
bad.
It's
all
not
bad.
good.
In a telephone call with the Globe, that she is, as was her husband, opposed for religious religions. Uh-huh. Religious reasons to the harvesting of organs for research.
Sarah.
I can't drink and do these podcasts, clearly. She said she is a Quaker and that her husband was raised in the Foursquare gospel faith. I guess I should have researched that.
I don't know.
Foursquare is a game.
Yeah,
right?
it is. Maybe they just play Foursquare and learn about
And
Jesus.
they're Quakers.
Yeah.
Quote, we both believe that carving people up and using their organs is ghoulish and goes against God's word.
Okay. I mean,
She says.
yeah.
Okay, you're entitled to that. The abandonment charge, which is punishable by up to 4 years in prison, was filed after a witness told police that Barton had died on December 30th and that his body had been in her freezer ever since. Police who contacted the witness while investigating an unrelated arson in the neighborhood.
Uh-huh.
Again, sounds like a really
I mean, we just
good
drove
neighborhood.
through it.
I mean, it.
You
it
heard
was a
us
little
talk
shady,
about it, yeah.
Shadyville. Autopsy found no signs of foul play in his death. Neither the witness nor witness's relationship to the couple has been released. So, it is true, in fact, that there was no foul play.
Right. So it sounds like, just from, I don't know if I'm jumping
He
ahead.
needed care. Well, we'll probably
We
get
can
there.
get to
We
it.
can surmise.
We'll just keep
later.
going. Yeah.
She was freed on house arrest.
Uh-huh.
She didn't, even though she didn't immediately report his Barton's death. The statute requires that the body be
Abandoned.
and in this case, the body remain in the home.
So her defense is like,
Right. It
you're
wasn't
charging
on the
her with
side of the
abandonment
road.
of a corpse. She never abandoned the
No,
corpse. That's
actually,
the problem.
it was the opposite.
She completely did not abandon.
What is the
Trying
opposite
to think of
abandon?
that.
Hugged it.
Hugged it, held on to it, put it in a fucking freezer, and went night night with it all the time
Keepsake?
for a year. Yeah, she keepsaked it.
Keepsaked it. It's a verb.
Yep.
From now on, I keepsaked it. Young declined to comment on the reports that police and state officials had responded repeatedly to the home. I have no knowledge of any of that. So, probably I imagine there were calls before.
Yeah.
It does say police documents show that 2 Missouri Department of Health and Senior Service employees went to the couple's home in June 2018 after receiving a report that Waters was prohibiting Barton from receiving care. Blah, blah, blah.
This is good. We're good.
Just reading this.
We're good at this. God.
Anyway, there was messages left. Nothing was returned. Phone calls weren't returned. She wasn't giving them the care.
Right.
I feel like I'm reading a lot. Is there more?
Yeah.
That
Can
you
I
can do?
fucking read?
Yeah,
can I say something?
I don't know. Can you read?
Religious religions. Okay.
Keepsaked.
It says here, although she didn't allow the state workers or police to enter the home, she wheeled Barton to the door so they could see him. The officer said that Barton looked, quote, frail and sickly, but appeared to be breathing on his own and had no major bruising to suggest an assault. So good then.
Okay.
I mean, what do you do? You can't, Waters said Barton was barely able to walk, could not speak, and could only answer yes or no questions with head nods, the police report said. State workers expressed concerns that Waters wouldn't let them talk to Barton about his care outside of her presence. The officer asked her to allow Barton to come outside to the front porch, but she declined, stating that she did not want to get beat up, and asked them to leave. So this is, and you may have said this, but some social workers reported.
Yeah.
Is that the deal? They're like, yeah, that shit's going real bad. Yeah. Okay. This says here, the officer says there weren't grounds to enter the home because Barton didn't appear to be in danger. Several well-being checks followed at the couple's home, including one in which police left after no one answered the door and were unable to see inside because there was aluminum foil on most of the windows.
Clue number 2.
Ding, ding, ding. But when police returned in July, they were able to speak alone with Barton, who says he wasn't interested in seeking treatment at a Kansas hospital, but wanted to see a doctor. Why Kansas? I find that interesting. Joplin has, I just thought,
if they were going to go anywhere, why wouldn't have been Oklahoma?
Right. I just found that. I don't want to go to a Kansas hospital, but I do need to see a doctor.
Maybe
house
he
call.
thought he was in Kansas.
Operator.
We're not in Kansas anymore.
No, we're sure not, bud. Police described him as appearing clean and well cared for. Waters confirmed that she would like to get Barton to see a doctor, but was concerned. So this was July of 2018. So it sounds like they got this call in June. Go out there a few times. And then July, he appears to be he's speaking. He actually, I find that interesting too. She says he can only answer yes or no questions with a head nod. But then he's saying, right. Yeah.
I mean, nobody does.
Hey, Kansas.
Hi, what up?
We're glad that you're here if you're from Kansas.
Home of
I
BTK.
lost my place.
It starts with she kept.
She kept making mention of Paul's body being used for research, the report said. She said they did not want his body to be taken apart. So she thought that if they went to the doctor, they would take his body apart there. Not like after you die, you get an autopsy and they carve you
I
up.
think she was just confused in general.
Right.
If they figure out there's something wrong with you, they're going to want to look in your brain.
Right.
Whether it be now or later.
And there could be all kinds of conspiracy theories, like organ harvesting, crazy shit going on in there.
Foil on the windows.
Yeah. Foil on your head.
I might as well be.
I've
already forgotten what the first clue was.
Freezer in the bedroom.
Oh, that.
Yeah. After the prosecutors declined to file charges, the report shows
August now.
Yes. On August 9th, 2018, a woman who worked at a law firm told police that Waters had called the attorney's office advising that someone had taken Barton for brain and spine harvesting. There you go. And that senior services were involved. 2 days later, Waters told police that she feared the department was helping a doctor who was taking care of her husband and wanted his brain for research. Okay, so that happened in August. On October 2018, which is, he died October 30th. Is that what it said?
I thought it was December 30th.
It was. Just kidding.
Yep.
In October of 2018, Waters called to report that a homeless woman had assaulted her. Arriving officers spoke to the woman, who said that no assault had occurred, but that Waters had forced her to leave the home where she was being paid to care for Barton.
Oh.
The woman said that Waters had been abusing Barton verbally and physically, leaving him on the toilet for 12 hours at a time. What?
Poor guy.
That's awful. The woman, I in my mind, I had that backwards. The woman, the caretaker, said that Waters, the wife, had been abusing him, leaving him on the toilet for 12 hours, taking away his only means of communication as a punishment, and calling him a child molester. The officer said an elder abuse hotline was contacted. It wasn't immediately clear what was done. No charges were submitted to prosecutors as a result.
Why not?
Ugh, this is bad.
It's so bad.
Whole situation is bad.
Yeah.
I'll read these last thing and then you can take over.
No, you just do it, Amy. You're
Page
in charge.
14. Brandon West and neighbors said the couple mainly kept to themselves and that Barton was rarely outside, so he didn't notice that he was missing.
Yeah.
Which happens a lot.
Yeah.
Like, they weren't crazy people, he said. She seemed normal when I talked to her. She seemed like an elderly lady living her life.
Yeah, he probably said, like, hey, how's it going?
Hey.
Weather's great. Have a great day.
Right.
They didn't get into the organ
By the way,
harvesting.
what do you think? Yeah, what are your thoughts
Are
on
you a
organ
Quaker?
harvesting? Do you play Foursquare?
Do you play Foursquare?
Got any? You like mementos or keepsakes?
Did you say pimentos?
Mementos.
Oh, I love pimento cheese sandwiches. Just so we're clear.
Cool.
Okay. Cool story. All right. So, beer.
Oh man.
January 2020. Charges are dismissed. Bum bum bum.
Right when the air conditioner shut off.
I plan that.
Can you hear us better?
Now they're probably like, ugh, they're so loud and grating.
Shrill.
Shrill. That's right, fuckers. We're shrill. And you like it.
Shrill ass bitches.
That's right.
Can that be a sticker?
Shrill ass bitches.
Or shrill ass bitch?
Yeah.
Send us some sticker ideas, you
Yeah.
guys. Hey, fans.
You guys tell us
Come
what
on,
you want on a
guys.
sticker.
God, Gina.
Gina? We're going to just give Gina a shout out every time. All right, so the charges are dismissed. The abandonment of a corpse charge that Barbara was facing pointed out that the defendant's actions suggest she did not abandon or leave her husband's body, as was stated earlier, that she sought to preserve it and keep him close to her.
So this is, charges are dropped. Like, okay, because she didn't technically abandon a corpse.
No.
Okay, keep going. This is,
Yeah.
all right.
I mean, it's like... Well, this is going to sound awful. It's like
It's
your
getting
dog dies,
Right.
right? You
Yes.
can bury it on your property, right?
I think so. I think sometimes. I mean, I think it depends.
Right. Or maybe you get a fine if they find out you do
There
it.
are laws, though. Well, hold on. Let's finish this, because I have some questions.
Okay.
I do want
And I'm
to...
sure I have the answers.
I know you're going to act like you do.
Yeah, well, that's my job. All right, so the judge wrote in an order issued late Friday afternoon, last Friday, or in January 2020, that Missouri law states that a person commits the crime of abandonment of a corpse when they abandon, dispose, desert, or leave a body without reporting its location to the proper authorities.
That is the definition of abandoning a corpse. A
Yeah,
corpse.
A corpse.
We're not drinking that much. Like, this is...
Now, this is just us.
Woohoo!
Consequently, the judge wrote, the law requires two prongs of proof. Prongs of proof. That's...
It's like a tongue
I
twister.
got that one, though.
With the porps and...
Oops. First, that a defendant abandoned, disposed, deserted, or left a body, and second, that she did not report the location of the body to the proper law enforcement officials. It further reads, though the state did not openly concede this point, under the plain wording of the statute, the defendant did not abandon, dispose, or desert her husband's body. Quite the contrary, her actions before his death in purchasing a suitably sized freezer
Before his
death.
Yeah.
So, and placing it in her own bedroom rather than a kitchen, garage, or any other room in the home suggests she wanted to preserve her husband's body and keep it close to her. The morbidity, did I say that right?
Uh-huh.
Of her intent notwithstanding.
So the judge is like, listen, she did not technically abandon a corpse.
Right.
In fact, it's real sweet that even before he died,
She was preparing. Mm-hmm.
And she didn't just keep him out in a garage.
No.
She put him in the bedroom to be close. Now, he says, now this is morbid as fuck.
Yeah.
But it's...
Pretty sure, quote, unquote.
Not a crime.
Correct.
Okay. That was a reenactment.
It was really good.
Thank you.
I mean, it was very, now.
Listen,
it's fucked up.
it's real fucked up. I'm not saying it's not.
But she didn't break any laws.
She didn't break any laws. And it's kind of sweet. If you think about it.
I mean,
a little bit.
I'm going to tell this as a lullaby to my child.
Yep.
So, in conclusion, under the unusual facts of the present case, while her acts may seem macabre, aka fucked up and absurd,
Yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
defendant's intent was to preserve a remainder close to her husband's body, not abandon it.
Case closed.
Case closed.
Let her go.
That's right. I implore you.
All right.
The end.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Well, sort of. So.
So we think that's the end.
Yes.
Gets better.
It gets better. So in May, just this May,
Just in May.
Waters, who is free and easy,
Yeah.
just had a dead body
Yep.
in her home for a year, which apparently you can do that as long as they die in your home, not because of you.
I hope my husband doesn't listen to this.
No, but I guess you can.
I mean, is this giving permission to people?
But seriously, I don't understand that. Here was my question before we get into this other thing. Aren't there laws about proper disposal? This sounds bad, but disposal of a corpse? I know that you maybe the abandonment thing.
Well, you
as a
can't
specific thing, but you can't
don't want to
just,
get it in the groundwater.
Right. True. Well, I know that. You can't just bury a body on your property.
Right.
But you can just have them, just in your house.
Apparently.
Okay.
I mean, I guess if they, I think probably what happened, and I'm pretty much a lawyer.
Yeah.
Or
right.
a judge.
Yes.
Is that they were like, okay, these people are.
This is real bad. This situation
Fucked
was
up.
bad.
And what is it going to prove anything if we charge her, put her in prison,
Right.
blah, blah, blah? I mean,
She was just keeping him there because it's
She was.
sweet.
No, but
I know.
she's...
Well, his word, his art
right.
is
He's justifying it because...
he's just
he's
what the hell?
She does not need to be
She
in
didn't
prison.
abandon.
No.
I don't think it's
In a
great.
mental health
but,
facility?
Yeah.
Possibly.
Which brings us to this
The
next part.
final point.
Yes. So in May of this year, she files a lawsuit against the Joplin Police Department.
Yeah, she does.
The city of Joplin and Jasper County Coroner Rob Chappell for the return of her husband's body and other items seized in the investigation. Mm-hmm. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sort of.
Didn't sound like it.
I don't know.
Okay. All right. The lawsuit states that because Waters and Barton were married at the time of his death, she is his next of kin and has the right of sepulcher pursuant to... it's a lot of
I
stuff.
pronounce it sepulture.
I think it's I don't know.
You
Hey.
would know more than me.
I have no idea.
Hey, Gina, look that up for us. Hey, our next t-shirt's going to say, hey, Gina.
Hey, Gina. I mean, yeah. That includes the right to choose and control the burial, cremation, or other final disposition. Okay? Mm-hmm. So this is where the lawsuit's that's his wife. She has say on what we do with this body. According to the lawsuit, Waters was advised that the body of her husband was in the possession of the Jasper County coroner, where the, quote, body continues to remain to this day.
So he's
Sarah.
just in one of those drawers.
Yep. Despite
What's
several...
the difference of that than being in her freaking bedroom?
Right. Listen, you just brought up a really good point.
I just blew this case wide open.
Shit. So his body is still there. Almost 2, like, we're going on 1.5 years, right?
Yeah.
Yes. The body continues to remain. She's also requesting his death certificate. Documents state that without the death certificate, the death can't be properly recorded with the county. The freezer that was seized by Joplin police was destroyed,
Good plan.
according to documents. I mean, somebody
you can't
could
get-
put that on Facebook
you can't get
Marketplace
that
or some
smell
shit.
out.
Yeah, all right.
Also,
Deep freeze for sale.
how do you know
Slightly
what
used.
temperature to set it at? Is that something you Google?
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you can freeze big old
I'm just
hunks of
saying,
meat,
you have a
right?
freezer controls. Like,
Right.
between
I'd
this
say
to
coldest,
temperature?
like to the end, like turn that dial all the way,
Probably
is what I
safe.
would do, just to be safe.
I know.
I mean, I'm sleeping in there. I don't want it going sour.
I bet it made a nice hum. Like,
Yep.
she could really...
It's like white noise
Yeah.
while she slept.
Yep.
Just the sound of that.
What if her power went out?
You know it had to at some point. Everyone's power goes out at some point.
Mine doesn't. But I got foil on my windows, bitches.
Yeah, bitch.
All right.
Let's wrap this shit
yeah,
up.
I feel like we've been talking for 12 hours.
Outside of getting her husband's body back, Waters' lawsuit also claims that her civil rights were violated because during the search warrant of her home in November of 2019, officers seized items outside of the scope of the search warrant. Some of those items include a marriage license, Barton's signed affidavit of a refusal to donate organs, books, a handgun, and, quote, a legal pad located on desk in front room.
God damn it, I want my legal
That's
pad
my
back.
damn legal pad. I had
I had a phone number on there.
I had a phone number on there. And several miscellaneous documents from file cabinet in the front room. Some of the property seized was returned. The lawsuit also claims damage to Waters' home and substantial emotional harm. I mean, she's got some
she has a point
emotional.
there.
She's yeah. Well, also, I mean, I think she's already got some emotional
Right.
harm. In addition to the return of property and her husband's body, she's asking for punitive damage and that her attorney fees and court costs be awarded. So that's
we know who's driving this train. The attorneys are like, she can't pay, so
right.
we're going to
So we're
sue.
gonna, hey, listen, you want to get that legal pad back? We
We're
need to
gonna
fight
sue.
this.
Yeah.
We need to fight it.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're taking it to the Supreme
We're
Court.
taking it all the way up.
all the way up.
So that's the story
Yeah.
of the, we don't even know what to call it.
in
Joplin
the freezer?
Freezer Man. Joplin Freezer Man.
Joplin Freezer Man. That
Poor
just rolls
guy.
right off the tongue.
Also, he's still, like, he just, like, bury the guy. Do something. I feel real bad for him.
I hope
he
he
had a
haunts some
rough,
fucking people.
he had a rough end.
Can you
and-
haunt more than one person or location?
Yes.
Good. Because I've got some people
It's happening.
in mind.
You hear that?
You hear that, people?
We're both, you can't see us,
No.
but we're
s-
gestating wildly with our beer bottles at the recorder.
At.
Right at you, recorder. Do you hear this?
Yep.
Thanks for listening.
Yep. Do we say anything else at the end?
We usually do our email and Twitter thing,
Oh, but we already did that.
did that. So we have nothing more to say. So we didn't
peace
care.
out.
Peace out. Have a great week. Bye. Yes, we are now. So,
I don't have anything to talk about.
I have nothing to
Oh,
say.
good. Construction.
Yep. Hopefully that'll pick up. Be noisy as fuck.
Yeah. Turn it off!
Don't they know who we are?
They don't.
Jesus Christ.
I don't even know who I am.